Hello, and welcome back to Whole Lotta with Nathan and
Nathan. Hi.
yep,
This
Nathan
is
Squared.
Nathan. This is Justin. And we have a guest with us, our second guest,
Do we have a guest
Mr.
today?
Kanye West.
Oh, finally!
Yeah. Yes, we have a guest today. It's not Kanye and it's not Elon, unfortunately.
Disappointing.
It's my girlfriend, Chris. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, this is my
Hi.
girlfriend. She's a girl and my friend.
Yeah.
It's the whole package. Nathan actually, they met back in police academy,
Yeah.
and they were lifelong friends from that point forward until Nathan fell out of the academy due to a very bad shoulder injury. This is all a fact. This isn't fake.
Yeah.
And I caused the shoulder injury.
Yes.
As a matter of fact.
That
Yeah, she
is what
caused it.
prevented me from becoming an NFL quarterback. So
Yep, my girlfriend. So very colored history between them. And today, what are we going to be dying?
we're gonna be drinking
Ooh,
peppermint
what kind of drinks?
coffees.
Yeah,
They're all
peppermint
coffees,
mocha
right?
lattes.
Pick them up.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're all coffees.
What's the first one you have?
The first one is from Dunkin' Donuts. So this one, I definitely want to make it apparent here. This one, we have to focus on the prices. We got all smalls pretty much except our last one, which is like a step above a small, I guess a medium, whatever.
You
How much
just-
did this cost?
For 2 coffees, it was $4.27.
Okay, so about $2-ish for one
Hey,
small Dunkin' Donut.
So,
All right.
real
Yeah.
fast on your Dunkin' Donuts, does it have like that little pull-off game controller looking thing?
Oh yeah, it does. What is that?
Yeah, I've never seen it like that before.
What the hell is that?
Kind of just like
Do you know
a
what that is?
tab
Like
that like you can press to close
I
your
think-
plastic lid. But for some
Yeah,
reason, you can
I
just
mean-
pull the whole thing off on the Dunkin' Donuts one.
Yeah, I think so, because if you pull this any farther, that can rip off. It's really mostly to convenience your drinking, I guess.
All right, weird. Whatever. Okay. Well, let's try it.
Where do you think of it?
Hold on. Have her take us out. It just kind of tastes like a coffee. There's not a lot of flavor.
That's what I was thinking. Just
Yeah, it's kind of bland.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something
a little
there.
flat.
But yeah, it tastes like flat. Like if coffee could go flat. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, like, because I'm biased because I drink Dunkin' Donuts. And the thing with Dunkin' Donuts is they use these really thick syrups. So, like, it collects at the bottom. So, unless you're stirring it constantly, you're going to get nothing but either watered down coffee or just.
Well, it's interesting that she brings that up because I'm feeling the bottom of the cup, and it's like noticeably colder. The liquid's in the
Yeah,
bottom.
it's very. Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, it just kind of tastes bland. I guess if I stirred it up more, it would taste fine, but I don't have a device to stir.
Yeah, first I
don't feel like
didn't
getting
think of stir for some reason.
Yeah, so, whatever. That's fine. I guess, I'm forced to put this at number one.
Yeah.
What would you
Yeah,
put this at?
I'll put it at number 1. I just kind of shook it up and
And-
got a little bit more flavor, not a whole lot, but I think it is at.
All right,
more
fine.
at
I'll
the
give it a
bottom.
quick little shake. Let's see. Yeah, like I guess like a tiny bit, but
Yeah.
nothing crazy, really. Yeah, number one for me, and you?
A loose one for now.
Loose one for
Loose.
now.
Loose one.
Well, I'll have mine as a tight one for right now.
And we just recorded a whole intro segment, and we moved on to the next coffee. And the microphone got unplugged, so everything's lost. And now we're doing it again. So this isn't organic, and this is not natural. But who cares? So, hi, girlfriend.
Hi.
Introduce yourself for the next 10 minutes for the first time. This isn't something that you've
Absolutely.
already done.
I am Justin's girlfriend.
Hi, Justin's girlfriend.
Hi.
Hello.
Also known as Chris.
And that's with a K, R, and a Y.
And a Y. I am a college graduate. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, there you go.
And I am now working at a department store,
Macy's.
Macy's. I'm also the one that coordinates their parades every Thanksgiving.
You
Oh,
what?
I
perfect.
coordinate their parades.
Did you pick the Santa Claus off the street this year?
I did,
'Cause
yes.
he
I
is-
found the
I think
most
he's
perfect.
the real Santa Claus.
I think so. I thought the same thing after, he took the needle out of his arm and I saw Jolly all over his face.
Wow, you're good at your job.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, I just quit toxic work environment.
Yeah, we could get into that in a second. When did you graduate college?
I graduated in November.
And what did you graduate with?
Forensic psychology degree, bachelor's.
Wow. So what does that mean? You're a fancy woman. What is that?
I'm a fancy woman who analyzes the brains and the minds of those serial killers that Netflix makes docuseries.
Yeah,
about.
she's the same type of person that writes love letters to serial killers in prison. I'm kidding.
No, I knew somebody was
not.
doing that. I bet she writes those Netflix shows too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones where they make them all hot and sexy. No,
Yeah.
she hates that stuff. Right?
It's not that I hate it. It's just like make them ugly.
Yeah, they
Get-
shouldn't
make
be
'em their true
sexualized.
form, you
Yeah,
know what I
it's
mean?
gross.
'Cause,
What do you hope to do one day with this degree?
Be the
Look at
serial
it.
killer.
on a frame on the wall.
Yeah,
while
do you
I
want to
still
be the
work in
serial
retail.
killer?
What?
Do you want to be the serial killer?
I mean, I don't want to be, but I mean,
But you have the inside scoop. You know how it
She
works.
knows how to get away with
It's
it.
easy.
the ins and the outs.
This is
of
what
getting
they're
away
looking
with
for. I'll
murder.
just not do this. It's that easy.
Exactly. Yeah, it's that easy. You'll never get caught.
Yeah,
Okay. So you want to stare at your degree and never use it? Is that what you're
that's
saying?
in this economy. That's how it feels.
All right. That's
Um,
definitely a thing.
Unpopular opinion: the only ones that actually get jobs after they graduate college are nurses.
Are bitches.
Pretty much.
I wish I could get a job for my degree. Yeah. If you're in a medical field or like a science field or engineering, you're pretty much set for the most part. Everyone else, yeah, good luck.
Especially since people say that psychology is not a science. I'll never get anywhere with my degree.
I remember that
Yeah.
time when we were at that conversation and that person said that and you were
Mhm.
like, oh no. Yeah, good time.
What is your opinion on psychology? Is it
I-
a science or is it not a science?
Clearly it's a real science. Someone has to figure out how the brain works.
hmm
So is that not real?
Well, Nathan, do you think it's a science?
Like, yeah, I guess so.
I mean, because the thing is, I've read about this. There's two different sciences. There's obviously the physical sciences and also the behavioral sciences.
Okay.
So there's two different kinds of sciences, but people don't want to believe that the brain and the behaviors are a science. So it only just encourages people to say it's not
Okay,
a
so
science.
if it's not a science, then what is it?
Exactly. They don't have an answer
Yeah.
because they're wrong.
Oh, they're stupid. Say it. Call them out. Use names.
I think you want your podcast to last longer than this
All right,
episode.
fine.
Hey, this is what's going to
okay,
take
so
us
yeah.
off.
Yeah, this is the
And
episode,
dropping
yeah.
some names.
Yeah, can I put a picture of you with your cleavage hanging out and making the YouTube surprised face as the thumbnail for this episode?
Sure.
So that plus the science talk, Nate, I think we're golden.
Perfect. You're finally going to
think
make
we're- I
it
think-
big.
Finally. Okay, so graduated college, has a degree, works at
Like
Macy's,
serial
coordinates the
killers.
parades. Like serial killers, is considering to be one.
That's up there
Um,
on the job list.
That is satire. Yes. What else? What else do we got? Tell them for the first time that you haven't already said into this microphone how we met and how we almost didn't meet.
Well, I'll keep my quirky little story that was deleted into oblivion.
Hey, don't blame me.
Pretty much, we met on a dating app known as Bumble.
Grinder. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Farmers.com.
Oh, I love that one.
And fun fact, I didn't know Bumble had the females talking to the guys first.
Men, at least at the time of us trying to find each
Yeah.
other, were unable to speak to a woman first.
So unless I reached out, they would disappear into cyberspace. So his timer was actually going to run out because you had 24 hours to contact said match. And I reached out to him before the timer ran out, and that's how we met 3.5 years ago.
Yep. I guess also I probably wouldn't have popped up on her radar if I didn't go to, I can't say the name of the college, but if I didn't go to a college that's near her. So I guess that's one good thing about college. It put me on her radar. Everything else sucked, but that's cool. Yeah, we met, and I've regretted it ever since for 3 years and 7 months.
Absolutely.
It's just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just leave?
Breakup podcast.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Have you on the
Drama,
podcast
drama,
as our second
drama.
guest. Justin's girlfriend shows her cleavage and then breaks up on the podcast.
Well, the thing is, you would have to take the picture after she broke up with you still. Like, hey, you already said you were going to do this, though. So,
You're right. Yeah, that would make it even more quirky. So yeah, that's how we met. That's what she's doing in life. That's what she got at her school. Gosh, what was the other things that totally weren't already said? First time we
My
did this?
toxic work environment.
Oh yeah, go
and
through that real quick.
Nathan and I talking
Yeah,
about
at your
how it's
previous
wrong.
job, Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot. Which we were the only Home Depot in the district to make sandwiches. In a nutshell, I was part of the management team of Home Depot, and I was pretty much treated like a dog. I was sent all over the state of New Jersey because these Home Depots are only located in New Jersey, specifically southern New Jersey. And in a nutshell, I was told that my life taking care of my family was unfair to all other employees because, I had to
Sure.
take care of my younger brother.
can't
Mind
believe
you, exactly.
He-
Mind you, my brother is
that.
on the spectrum,
he
so
talk?
Yeah,
Hey, put an apron on him and get him working.
and there we go.
Take care of him and work.
And I was told it was unfair. I was also up for a promotion that was taken away from me. I was demoted, and my other coworker who was training with me at the same time got the promotion.
Yeah, that's the best part. Tell them about that conversation too. Prior to all this,
What are you talking about?
where you were in the room and the other person was in the room.
At the same time that he started getting said promotion, I was in the same room with him, being told that I was going to still be underneath him in a sense, because he was getting an acting management position. I was still being an assistant manager, and I was in the same room hearing all his benefits and all his quirks of moving forward, and I was still being sent down into the sewer pits.
This happened at
and then
the
I
same
finally
time?
Yeah, I was in the same room sitting right next to him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then a couple months later, I got my opportunity. Thought I was going to keep opportunity. Got told that within a week I was going back to my position. So I was being demoted
After being promoted.
after being kind of promoted.
No, it was
It was a
promoted.
kind of promotion.
No, let's just call it a promotion.
Whatever.
Better for the story.
And then I was sent to one of the worst Home Depots in the company, and I was also told that my availability that I needed for my brother, who can speak yet wasn't working for me at the time, was unfair to all of the employees, and that if I wanted the availability, I practically should just not work there at all. So I left, and now I'm here.
At Macy's as a parade coordinator.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of you, honey.
Yes.
You did
Yeah,
such a
just-
good job with
Thank
the parade.
you.
I get why some companies do it because I guess technically at a point it becomes better to just have employee turnover, get somebody new in so you can pay them at the start again, but still that doesn't build the most reliable employee base at a company. So
No.
and it just makes people not want to go and give business if they know that's how
Yeah.
they treat their employees as well.
And unfortunately, that company thrives off favoritism and family relationships.
Yeah, it's very much a nepotism favored.
Well, that's pretty
Um,
much any company. You're always
half
gonna
the
have that.
half the company is
Yeah.
family or husbands or wives of each other, and you get nowhere unless you're dipping your stick in somebody in that company, pretty much.
Well, hey,
Whoa,
there's your
dipping
next
your stick?
strategy.
Dipping your stick.
Yeah, so that's Justin's girlfriend in a nutshell. That's her name.
Yeah.
I guess another thing that could be in a shell that could be in a nut is the next coffee. You could put that inside of a nut
like
and shell it
one of
up.
those kind of like chocolate johns or whatever.
Yeah.
Chocolate covered espresso beans.
Yeah. So this next one is from
Had chocolate covered like
crispiest
coffee
cream.
beans before.
I have.
Yeah,
They're
kinda.
I
pretty
haven't.
good.
No.
Yeah, they're pretty
Wow,
good.
that's crazy. Wow. No, I've never had them. That sounds kind of good though. I didn't even know that was a thing. Anyway, so the next coffee that we totally haven't drank is from Krispy Kreme, and I'm totally taking a sip of it right now because I don't know what it tastes like, and so is my girlfriend. She's also totally taking a sip right now, and wow, I just tasted the flavor of this coffee. And Nathan, what do you think?
It's pretty pepperminty compared to the last one. I don't know if I like the way it tastes though, but at least taste the peppermint.
Okay. I think it still could use a little more peppermint, but it's definitely more there than the Dunkin' Donuts. And then otherwise, it just kind of tastes like coffee. And as I'm sure millions of people know already, because millions of people listen to this show, I'm not a coffee fan, so these episodes are great. And you?
I mean, in contrast, I'm a coffee person, but the coffee's way too burnt. It's very burnt. Like cheap burnt coffee.
Cheap burnt coffee.
I mean, I can kind of get hints of peppermint, but like it's overtaken by that burnt taste.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm not really a fan of it. Honestly.
Okay. So where do you put this one?
Well, right now it would be 2.
This is going to be number 2.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Dunkin'
is number 1.
Number 1.
The loose one.
Very loose number 1. Yeah, loose number 1.
I'll put Krispy Kreme right now at number 1. And I'll put Dunkin' at number 2.
Just a minute, you know
Sorry.
it. I'm also gonna put Krispy Kreme at number 1 and Dunkin' at number 2.
And Dunkin' at number 2. Yeah, let's see how long we can hold this. I'm curious. We haven't had a finale where we're the same in a couple episodes now. So let's see. Anyway, so one thing that definitely won't be the same, and if it is, that would honestly be
That would
kinda
blow
crazy.
my mind. I know you don't
That
listen
would
to
blow
all
my
listening
mind.
music.
Yeah, so what we're going to be talking about is our Spotify Wrapped, and by extension, if we run out of, or if we need to fill more time, there's an app called Stats FM, and it tracks like your lifelong stats of Spotify. So if we need to talk about one more stuff, we'll pull that up as well. But for now, we'll start with our Wrapped. We'll just go through each page, I guess, for each person, and you can just read out.
I just
whatever it
have
says.
my final top artists, top songs, and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, that's
Just
fine.
have
We could do
pulled
that.
up.
Turn off the volume so music doesn't play. Get to your final page real quick. I'll get to mine real quick. If you have yours up right now, you can go ahead and tell us.
While they're pulling those up, my top artist, it's really the top 4. I guess I listen to pretty often. The 5th one, I feel like I really want to listen to in top 5 because Spotify likes to play the same songs over and over again for me. And I think that's
I watched
also
a whole
why a lot
video
of
on
my-
that algorithm.
It's not the best algorithm, in my opinion.
No, it's not. So, real quick, I don't mean to derail the conversation, but just fun fact. So, Spotify's shuffle algorithm used to be true random. It was truly random. But then people were complaining that they got the same songs over and over and over. So, they're like, okay, fine. I guess we'll make our own algorithm that is not true random. It's not true random at all. It's based on like your listening habits and like what time you listen to music, whatever. It takes a lot of factors in to try and spice it up, and it still gives me the same music over and over and over. So people complained before, people are complaining now. Yeah, I hate their shuffle. But anyway, continue.
My number 1 artist of the year was apparently Juice WRLD.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think I had that many of his songs on my playlist, but I guess I did. Surprisingly, none of his
Weird.
songs are on my top 5 though. So
That's
number 2
actually,
is
Yeah,
Kanye
okay, that makes
West.
yes,
Yeah, I've been listening to a little bit of
Mr.
Donna, a little bit of his other
Mr. West.
hits, so yeah.
Sure. Have you listened to his new album, the Alex Jones podcast?
I have not seen his album Alex Jones podcast yet, but look forward to listening.
There's,
to
there's
it.
not there's not actually an album.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're joking or
no,
not.
It's yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Number 3 was John Bellion.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I did
Me and
like
Nathan
him.
saw him in concert.
I think he had either a new album, maybe I know he came out with a new album. I think I started listening to more of it this year though. I didn't know it came out when it initially released. So
I didn't know he came out with a new album. That's cool.
number 4 was the
Okay.
Kid Leroy.
Oh, interesting.
And,
very interesting.
Number 5, I didn't thought I listened to too many of his songs. I know I have a few of them on some of my playlists. There was Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh my
I
god.
just kept playing his songs for me, so he made it to my list.
All right.
You guys want to
Well-
go over your top 5 artists?
Yeah. So my number 1 is Kanye. Number 2 is Kanye. Number 3 is Kanye. Number 4 is
I only
Kanye.
listen
And number
to
5.
Kanye.
No. So, did you want to? Before I go, tell me your. We don't have to do top songs, but tell me your minutes and your genre.
My minutes was 13,294
That's crazy. Wow. Okay, and your genre?
pop.
Pop. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I'll go in the reverse order. I'll start with number 5 and then go to number 1. My top artist number 5 is Porter Robinson. He is my 3rd favorite artist of all time. Like, actually in my brain. So that makes sense.
I'm kind of surprised he wasn't
came
on
out
my
with-
list. I feel like I listened to him a lot this year.
Apparently, you listen to Juice WRLD more.
Yeah, I guess so.
So what was I going to say? Yeah, he's number 5. His new album that came out definitely helped with that. Nurture. I think that came out. I don't remember.
2021.
Yeah, 2021. So that helps. Plus, he came out with that new song for League of Legends, which is really good, even though the game is really bad. Sorry, Nathan. So then next is number 4 is Kavinsky. I was waiting. Let's see. Shit, I lost my Wrapped. Whoops. I think the last time Kavinsky made music was in 2012, 2014, a long time ago. So I've been waiting like close to 10 years, maybe a little bit more, for him to drop a new album, and he finally did, and it sucked. It sucked. I hated it.
Nice.
I could get into a whole conversation about that, but there was one song on it, and I will name the song because it's my top song, Zenith. I thought it was incredible. So listening to that one song on repeat put him at number 4 on my list. Number 3 is Mr. West. It's a fun name to say now.
Yeah, he's on a lot of
yeah.
people's playlists from what I've saw.
He's on a lot of people's. Yes, he is. Yeah. Okay, we know. God. So yeah, he's number 3. Yeah, probably because of Donda, and for a period of time,
his
I was
music
going.
is just generally pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy his music. And for a period of time, I was going back and listening to all of his albums from start to, a chronological order. I forget where I stopped, but that contributed to it as well. Number 2 is Madeon, who is my 2nd favorite artist of all time. So that tracks. I'm never going to stop listening to his music. I just like all of his stuff. I saw him a bunch of times live. I recently saw him in New York, which was incredible. I got a little drunk, so much so that when I went to that show, the screen was so big and there were so many colors. I have huge gaping holes of that concert in my brain, and that never happens. So that's cool. Really good. And the number 1 is, unsurprisingly, if you know who I am, Daft Punk, which is my favorite artist of all time. I think Spotify Rap started about 7 or 8 years ago. They have been my number one artist for every single Spotify Wrapped, and I intend to keep it that way. Naturally, of course, I don't farm minutes. That's dumb.
Justin's
So
just
my
there
minutes listened-
crying like, oh, I have to make sure they're my number one.
My minutes were really close to yours, 13,412.
Wow.
And my top genre, yeah, I know, my top genre was electro house. All right, Chris?
So we're just mentioning artists and minutes and genre.
Artist, minutes, and
Okay.
genre.
So mine's a little wacky because I don't listen to. I don't really listen to music that often, and if it is, it's very random. So my top artist for the year was Madeon.
Thanks to me.
I was getting there. I actually had no idea who my top 2 artists were until I met Justin. Which is number 2 is Porter Robinson. Fun fact, I was into their type of music before I met Justin, but I had no forum to discover any like artists who make their music. So meeting you helped that a lot.
You're
So
welcome.
I'm pretty much using you at this point.
Cool.
Number 3 is G-Eazy. He is probably the only rapper that I listen to.
Yeah, I
Is
was
he
gonna say that
easy?
one kind of came out.
Is he easy? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's easy.
I mean, he cheated on Halsey, so I guess he's pretty easy.
Oh, they
That's
actually were a
pretty
thing?
based.
Yeah, they were a thing.
Wow.
They were-
Based?
She made this song about him.
Yeah, I
He
thought-
made a song about. Yeah.
Whatever. All right.
Number 4 is Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, I kind of discovered a little bit last year. I hated her music before last year, but then all of a sudden, basic retail radio got me into Dua Lipa.
Yes.
And then number 5 is Doja Cat.
Never heard of her.
Were you listening to her
Um,
cow song on Spotify? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cow
that's the only song of Doja Cat that I know.
That's a
It's
good
the cow
song. I wish she'd make more music like that.
My minutes listened is pretty pussy. 7,897 minutes. And my top genre, like Nathan's, was pop.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's
so we
pretty
got a lot of
sweet.
similarities there.
Pretty radical.
Very
Yeah.
good. You know what
Yeah.
else is sweet, Nathan?
No.
Why don't you take a guess? Come on, you got this. What do you think is sweet? Come on. Come on, you got this. Anything?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes,
Oh, so I thought you were talking to Chris.
No.
I'm talking to you. What is sweet? I'm trying to segue. What is sweet?
Well, we have another drink. This time by
Which one?
Wawa.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, let me get that. Wawa. Oh, this is Duncan. Where's Wawa?
The
This is
white
Wawa.
cup.
I'm colorblind.
Really?
All right, so this is Wawa. Okay, let's try this one.
Yeah. You're not a huge fan of this one.
Yeah, me neither. It just tastes bitter. It has that little aftertaste of mint, but
Tastes like a really. I don't know. I just don't like the way it
It's-
blends with the coffee.
Yeah, I'm getting more.
oh, wait a minute. I shook it up. Try shaking it up.
Maybe that'll help because right now I'm only really getting.
Shaking up helps a little bit. Tiny little bit.
Yeah, it has this weird aftertaste. Like you get like this weird twang of aftertaste.
I like the aftertaste actually.
It-
It's like a smoky taste.
Yeah, like it's okay. I think it's better than
Yeah, like
Krispy
a
Kreme.
smoked
Yeah.
brisket type of smoky.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Barbecue coffee. man.
I think it tastes like smoked brisket. It's okay. I think it is better than Krispy Kreme. So I might put this one. Actually, I'll put this one at number 1, and I'll put Krispy Kreme at number. What did I have Krispy Kreme at before?
You had
Krispy
number
Kreme
one
number one.
before.
Okay, so then yeah, this is number 1. Krispy Kreme is 2, and Dunkin' is 3 for me. Nathan.
Okay. I think I'd still keep Krispy Kreme at 1. Wawa at 2, and then Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts It just tastes kind of watery and flat.
Okay. Yeah, it is very watery and flat. It was kind of gross. And Chris?
I'm thinking Wawa 1, Dunkin' at 2, and then Krispy Kreme at 3.
Krispy Kreme at 3.
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here first. Nathan, would you like to do the segue this time?
What's a blue thing?
What's a blue thing?
Yeah, a blue thing.
My girlfriend.
Oh shit! Is she okay?
Yeah,
Is,
she has she has that.
Does she need to
disease
get to
where
the
you turn
hospital
blue.
real fast, or we
Yeah,
put
I
that
think we
on a
should actually
podcast?
Yeah.
A little more drama.
No, what is a blue thing? I know someone who's sitting next to me that knows a lot about blue things, considering she has a tattoo sleeve on her left or right?
Left.
Left shoulder.
Left.
Do you have a
What's
tattoo
the blue
sleeve
thing?
of this blue thing?
Yeah, I have a
She
big
does.
blue thing on my left shoulder
With other things on it too.
with yellow, pink, black, purple, blue things as
Wait,
well.
do you have the
Yeah,
silver
what are we
one?
talking about?
No, I don't have the silver thing.
What about the egg one?
No, wait. Do I?
don't
I
know.
can't remember.
Take off your clothes. Let's take a
Is
game.
there a metal one?
Stripping on the podcast.
I don't think the metal one's on
Metal,
there.
no, but that
You
is
should.
a very sick idea.
You should actually put
Maybe
that
I will
on.
actually do that.
Hey, in
because-
case you're wondering, we're
Okay,
talking
the
about
egg one is on
Sonic.
here.
Okay,
The egg
just
one is
talking
on
about
there.
Sonic.
Yeah, so we're talking about Sonic.
Sonic, baby, the fast boy.
He had
Hedgehog.
had a new game recently.
Mm.
Sonic
Yeah.
Frontiers.
She- Yeah, Sonic of Duty, Modern Warfare 2.
Cool.
That was
It's
a
a
great
first-person
Um,
open world FPS
Action
with,
adventure,
you can only move
FPS.
backwards in a second point of view.
Yes, exactly. So I don't have it, and I only played it at her house. She obviously has it and played a decent amount of it, but hasn't beaten it yet. don't know
I
about you,
haven't
Nathan.
played it at all, but I was interested leading up to its release until I saw it on release, and it didn't look bad like some people would probably call it, but it also doesn't look like something I would put too many hours in to buy it for $60. So
Sure.
Yeah. no.
Well, I mean,
Would you like me to go into
Yeah,
the game?
obviously.
Because I can
You're
go
the only one that's-
full deep into this game. If you really
you're the
want
only
me
one
to.
that's really ever
Played
played it. So
Well,
I'll talk
let's
about
start
some
with
Sonic
this.
stuff as we talk about the
yeah.
game,
So
yeah, well, of course, let's also weave other Sonic things.
have we
into it.
all played Sonic Adventure 2?
I think.
No.
Can we all agree that we? No.
Seriously?
no.
I'm shocked.
Wow.
You have not even at Justin's house.
I'm gonna watch them play it before.
Wow, that's shocking.
What Sonic games have you played?
I think I played some of the first level of the first one.
Close enough.
I used to watch the cartoon, so
Sonic X was a very good cartoon. Speaking of cartoon, they are bringing out Sonic Prime on
Yeah,
Netflix.
I think
That's
today
is,
pretty
it,
weird.
is that like a
something
live action
today.
Sonic
For tomorrow. No, it's another animated 3D.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it kind of looks more like Sonic
Boom.
Boom, the one that they have for kids.
That one, I see clips from that one, and it looks absolutely hilarious.
It is a very funny show. I actually can agree that the show was hilarious, but the
Yeah.
game was not. I never played Sonic Boom, but
Some people really like, but some people really like all of them.
I think unfortunately the Sonic franchise has noticed there's more of a younger fan base now
Which I still don't understand.
that I never had when I was a kid that they're trying to cater to, and it's causing their downfall, in my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things going on with the Sonic universe right now.
I think
That's
they're just dumb.
just a little bit lack of funding, lower quality, and just video games in general.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. This could go
No.
into a whole
Yeah,
conversation about the
do
entire
they
video
still
game
have the
industry.
Chaos Emeralds in this new game?
Okay, so let's get into the new game since you're asking. So the Chaos Emeralds are a part of the game. The game essentially, in my opinion, I've only played probably 3 hours worth of gameplay.
You
in
spent
total of how many
$60
times I've
for that
played
3
it.
hours?
Yeah, unfortunately
Do
I
you have a
did.
physical- Do you at least have a physical copy, or
No, so I had because they didn't have any more physical copies by the time I went to go order it for some reason. So I only have the digital copy. The game essentially has no storyline to it. It starts off where Eggman is doing something at a temple that still has not been explained.
I mean, I'm sure it will
I
be at
see.
some point, but it seems like they're taking their time.
But the problem is that you don't know any of this. You're basically they put so much funding into the background and the scenery that the game itself is just awful. He's not fast, like at all. And
Well, now
Sonic
you're
is supposed
telling
to be
me
fast.
Sonic, the fastest hedgehog in the world, doesn't got that speed?
No, he does not have that speed unless you hold down an unnecessary button the entire time to make him go fast, in which then he runs into walls and flies off of pillars.
Well, that
the
sounds like
seagulls
a
that
skill
fly above
issue,
his head are
actually.
quicker.
So.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh.
I was laughing at the
Skills.
seagull thing.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But essentially the game is you are trying to get his friends, Amy and Tails, out
Never
of
heard
this
of them.
digital lock prison thing. that they
Oh,
have
kind
going
of
on.
like the new Space Jam.
None of us saw it.
I know what he's
Hey,
talking about.
Trust
though.
me,
I've
Oh.
you
seen
never have to
clips
see
of
that
it.
movie. It is the biggest waste
Yeah.
of time I have ever committed. I've sat around and literally stared at my wall and felt like I was more productive. Okay.
But and the problem is you have to collect these little tokens throughout the entire gameplay, but also the tokens essentially have no purpose unless you are just running around aimlessly. And the only way that you find new places if you do these ridiculous little, what's the word I'm looking for?
Side quests, missions,
Quest missions, little like
Challenges?
games, I guess.
games.
Yeah, there we go. Challenges or like mini games. One of them is where you literally have to kick a ball into a ring. You have to run around a
Oh,
hamster
fuck
wheel. And then there's pointless little running things that you do to get these keys that open up other
Oh
temples.
yeah, the completely disconnected missions.
And of course, every disconnected mission is one of the old levels of Sonic, and they've now redid Green Hill Zone now about 7 different times.
Oh my god, that's
it's
where the
Mark
money is,
Green
lady. That's where the money. What'd you say, Nathan?
More Green Hill Zones. Every game needs one.
More Green Hill Zones. Every game needs a Green Hill Zone.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's
Green Hill
weird. So
Zone.
like the 5 seconds that I played of it, I wasn't. It didn't leave a good impression. Sonic isn't physics based, so there's no momentum. It's all artificial. So if you let your finger off the stick, he instantly comes to a
Kind
stop.
of like a
going down a
simulated
hill.
3D world, almost, right?
I think so. I think
Like a video game. huh?
Yes. No, not like a video game. Those aren't real. Yeah, so he doesn't have momentum like in the original game, which I know is something that people wanted now for a while. You know, if you're running down a hill and you stop, you'll just stop on the hill. There's no momentum. It's all boost. I know people are kind of sick of the boost era of Sonic. So it was clunky. And the missions, these disconnected missions, they're really disconnected. I don't know what the point is because I don't know what do they do? when you beat
Like
them?
I said, they literally are just there for him to collect these keys. Or these no, not keys. They're gears. These little gears that open up these other big temples for you to go into more pointless.
Yeah.
Do these
little
gears
things.
have anything to do with the war?
With what?
Like Gears of War or something?
I don't think they do.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But like, needless to say, the game is so disconnected.
Yeah,
and the-
so you walk up to these like little temple structures and it's like, do you want to do a mission? And you're like, okay. And then it takes you to a loading screen and then you're out of the open world and you're just in a level. It's so oddly disconnected.
Is the level open world or semi-open or something?
No, it's
very
linear.
straightforward,
big
like
linear
running through.
level.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like you're kind of just like on a set track almost.
like the past few 3D
Yeah.
Sonic games have been. It's weird. It just takes you out of the game, puts you in this linear level, and then you complete it, and it just poops you back out. into
And
the
like what's
open
even
world.
worse is that the enemies, like I guess you can consider them bosses, it teaches you a new skill that technically you really don't need because you can defeat these bosses just by jumping and like leaping towards them. Like basic fighting maneuvers, and it's just the game really sucks. I actually wasted $60 on
You
this
do
game.
have to give it another shot.
That's disappointing to hear.
I'm
Reading.
trying, but it's not.
So I was just going to say I was
Yeah.
rooting for like a good Sonic game. Always been rooting for him since it seems like he
Yeah.
became a bit of a meme instead of the video game staple that he had been. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I've been waiting for a good one. I always kind of knew the challenge that would come with an open world Sonic game because Sonic seems like a very level design based game. So it would take a
It
lot
is,
of work
but-
and effort to make an open world one, is what it looks like to me.
There's a couple. I won't drone on too long about this because we got to move on to the next topic soon. But there's a couple fan games out there that I thought did open world Sonic relatively well. So there's two I'm thinking of. I haven't played the second one, but I played the first one. The first one is called Sonic Utopia, and I don't think it's ever going to be a real game, which sucks. There's a demo out where you could play Green Hill Zone. I guess the way the game was going to be structured was it was still going to be level based, but each level was open. There was still an ending that you had to go to, but you could explore the level, take whatever path you want. And I can't describe the way it plays. But just look up gameplay or download the demo for yourself. Sonic Utopia. I think, as someone who isn't a Sonic fan, but my girlfriend is, and she's shaking her head, I think that's a pretty damn good way of doing open world. And there's another one I've been told is pretty decent. It's called Sonic GT. I don't know. I've never played it, but I think it follows the same formula. I think these games are pretty good examples. I think fans can do it, so I don't know why Sonic Team can't, but I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, so unfortunately, it's not so great. I guess one last thing to touch on: the movies have been okay. They've been not bad.
Yeah, so I catch
I'm
up on them.
interested to see.
I'm interested in watching them.
Yeah, they're fine. They're not terrible. They're not incredible. They get the job done, and I'm excited to see what this next one brings because it teased something at the end of the second one, which is cool. So we'll see. But yeah, the games are still in a messy state.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But yeah, something that isn't in a messy state is the last cup of coffee.
Well, my one looks a little messy. I don't know what you
Uh-oh.
did
The
to it.
price was a little messy too.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Oh, damn, we haven't talked about the prices. So Dunkin' Donuts was about $2. Krispy Kreme was about
Krispy Kreme was about $3 and some change. Same with Wawa.
same with Wawa. So this is a Starbucks. This is a grande, and if you speak white girl, I think that means it's like a step above a small.
Yeah, I
This
think that's
cost
a medium.
$7. $7. 700 pennies for a cup of coffee.
All right. I will preface though the only reason why it's about $7. It usually would be about $6 and some change, but I got it with oat milk because that's what I drank. So technically, without oat milk, it's about $6 and some change.
Still.
Is there oat milk
For
in
a
my
cup
one too?
There
Yes,
it is.
Oh,
There it is.
All right, give it
So
a sec.
hopefully you're not allergic to oats.
like from
That'd
an
be
oak
hilarious.
tree? Or
No, oats, like
Oat.
as in oatmeal.
that makes a little more sense. Yeah, I
Kinda
think I
does
can
make it-
taste it. Kind of overpowering the peppermint a bit, I feel like.
I don't even taste the peppermint. Why do you look like you're about to throw up?
That tastes like mud. Actual mud.
I mean, it's also not hot.
Yeah, I think if it was hot,
I've
it
had
would
this
taste better.
ice. I've had this ice before.
It
'cause
was
I go
not
to
iced
I
now.
go to Starbucks, and I remember their peppermint mocha tasting like mud, and this tastes exactly what I tasted before. I think
Damn.
they have the worst peppermint mocha in the market, in my opinion. I don't. It's gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And it's the most expensive. All right, so Nathan, where do you put this?
I didn't think it was that bad.
All right, so where do you put it?
I thought I put it at number one, actually.
Wow,
I didn't like the
Number one
peppermint
for-
taste in the other one. So actually, I guess if you're looking for a peppermint drink, it'd be number 3.
And if you're
want
looking
a
for a
peppermint
value,
drink.
go somewhere else.
Yeah, so I guess my
okay,
order,
so
of like actual peppermint drinks would be the Wawa, the Krispy Kreme, then the Wawa, Starbucks, and then the Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. Mine would be, I don't even remember what I said the last time. I think mine is Wawa. Oh, Jesus. Wawa, Krispy Kreme, I guess Dunkin', and then Starbucks. And then you?
I'm gonna go Wawa, Dunkin', Krispy Kreme, Starbucks.
Good order.
So we got, I think, different ones for all three.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, that's the final rankings. Just keep those prices in mind. All right, Nathan, do the segue for the last topic.
So, I guess maybe about 2 weeks ago, ish, the Game Awards happened. For that, they ranked some video games on fan vote. Is how I'm not sure how you got nominated, but as far as actually winning, it was a fan vote. At least from the Game Awards. And then they also did some
Okay.
previews there as well. So we'll talk about some of the categories, and then we'll talk about some of the previews afterwards. I suppose to start off, we'll go with just the Game of the Year. Make sure we get that in there.
Okay.
Not too surprised to see that Elden Ring did win it.
Where is that?
Oh, yeah, I see.
It's-
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised either. I don't care for Souls-like experiences, but I guess I understand why it would
It
win.
seemed like a lot of people were all over it this year.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
thought God of War Ragnarok, I didn't play it, so some of the gameplay looked really good. I wouldn't have been surprised if that won Game of the Year.
Sure.
I guess I would have been, like, so many people were into Elden Ring. It seemed very hard to beat.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It definitely was. I mean, I played it cooperatively where I switched it was Tristan. We both played the same character, like co-pilot or on Parsec, so that was annoying. But just playing by yourself, that even sounds annoying too.
Yeah, just I'm having a little bit
I
of
mean-
a problem hearing you.
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
Okay.
it's better.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now? This is okay?
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I was doing cocaine. I'm sorry.
Okay. Understandable.
So what, did you not hear me when I said what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just quickly repeat. Yeah, I tried playing Elden Ring cooperatively, me sharing the controller with one other person, playing the same character, like an
Sounds
idiot.
awful.
That was difficult, obviously. But I tried playing it by myself too, and I also just had a tough time. I hate these games. I really don't like Souls games. Power to you if you like them. I don't have the patience.
Oh yeah, I could
But,
play a little
yeah.
bit of Elden Ring. It's just my only problem with that is I just don't want to put that much time into the game.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
don't particularly care for the controls usually. I do have fun with them. I think they're very fun games,
Sure. That's fair.
but it's just like a time thing.
Yeah, it is a time thing.
Rather be
and There's a lot of
playing, like,
content in Elden Ring.
Fortnite or tower defense balloons games instead.
You do like your balloons game.
I haven't played that game in a while. But I was surprised to
haven't?
see
No.
they put Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on the list for Game of the Year. I think a
As
lot
like
of
a
people,
nominee.
yeah, I don't even think a lot of people knew that game came out this year, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I heard nothing about it.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Huh.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next?
There's another one. Sorry, let me
No, you're fine.
look for it. Oh, best multiplayer. I was surprised about that one. And winner was
Best multiplayer game?
Yeah. Well,
Splatoon?
Splatoon 3 won that one.
Why are you surprised?
Because I really feel like Splatoon 3 was more of a popular in Asia as opposed to North America and Europe. So I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know
for-
Splatoon 2 is super popular here.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like for these Game Awards things, I feel like it would
Oh,
get
sure, okay.
dominated by like two of the nominees on here, Call of Duty and Overwatch 2. I thought they would get most of the votes because those were popular games for North America and Europe, who I'm pretty sure most
They
of their
are.
votes are going to be coming from. And then even
Yes.
Multiverse was on here, and that's a free game.
Yes.
So I
Is that still doing well, or did people stop playing that?
think people kind of play it a little bit.
Okay. That's something, I guess.
And then winner for best indie and best debut indie was Stray.
Yeah, that's the cat game.
Yeah, the cat thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to say something about that?
I've never played it. It's just cool that it's a cat.
Cool. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I do want to play it. I don't know. Is it on the Xbox?
It's on
Yeah.
like Steam and stuff. It
It
should be on
wait,
Xbox
no,
as
it's
well.
not. That's it. It wasn't when it came out.
Or
I don't
maybe-
know if
That's
it
why I
it's
haven't
not
played
then.
it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's cute. So.
Oh, I'm glad.
I think that's a lot of
That's-
people think that. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean,
I
it looked
agree.
like a pretty
I-
okay game itself, but
Yeah, it looked like a fine experience. I wouldn't buy it at full price,
yeah,
but
especially
it's
for
something I
how
would
short the
try.
game is.
Yeah,
But
and very limited.
I will give it this.
much.
They really did nail down like a cat-like movement. I feel like.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It really makes you feel like cat.
Yeah. It really makes you feel
yeah,
like
that's
a
fair.
furry.
Wow, they have a best esport athlete. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it won that. Everyone went crazy when that game came
Yeah.
out. Oh, best adaptation. I didn't see that. That's cool. Yeah, I agree with Arcane. That was
Yeah.
a great show.
Some of
I
the
hate
other
League of
shows
Legends.
was Cyberpunk, Cuphead show,
Yeah, Cyberpunk
Sonic
was,
2,
was good.
and Uncharted movie.
Uncharted movie was.
I mean,
I
it
can't
was
say it was
one of
dog.
the adaptations of the year, so I don't.
It was one of the adaptations of the year.
I don't
You
want
are
to say
correct.
like that because I don't think there were too many of them, and
No, yeah.
and
they
how
just needed
much
a
I'm
list to
sure
fill.
the movie cost to make it kind of would be for it not
Yeah,
to
it did
put
look
it
like an
on there. Like they
expensive-
looked like they at least tried to make it at the very least a good movie.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I don't think they didn't try. It was an okay movie. It just
yeah, I didn't watch it. I saw Cyberpunk. Though. I
Yeah.
thought that probably should have won best adaptation, but
yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, that game
I
or
really
that anime
felt
single-handedly
like a
brought
punk.
back the game.
Cyber.
Yeah, it really felt like a cybernetic punk when I was watching Edge Runners. I mean, it brought back the game. That's an incredible achievement.
Yeah.
So
Not too many. Most shows kill games, if anything.
yeah, not that.
That
no.
final all salts in the wound for dying franchises.
Yeah. Do you want to move to the announcements, or are there any other
We'll
recaps?
look at some of the announcement right now. There was some things you were interested in.
Yeah, there's a couple things. I guess I'll talk about the things that me and her are interested in. You can talk about the second one. I'll talk about the first one. I'm interested, and apparently she's not, but I'm interested in Diablo 4. I could swear that me and her played 3 at one point when I used to own a Switch. She says we didn't, but I remember playing it and remember her liking it. Maybe I'm delusional.
Probably
But she watched the trailer and said it. Yeah, probably. She watched the trailer and said it looked stupid. I think it looks like Diablo, and I like Diablo, so I'm excited. However, I'm not excited because of how egregiously, disgustingly evil the monetization scheme in Diablo Immortal was. I don't know what they're going to do for this game. If anything, I hope they don't do anything, but I don't trust
I
Blizzard.
feel like they're gonna do
Blizzard
something.
or Activision.
The way they are right
Yeah,
now.
they always got to do something. But I like the gameplay trailer. I like the features that are on show, like a persistent world. It's no longer split into zones. It's all
Yeah.
one big world. It's kind of like Lost Ark, which is cool. I liked the premise of like a Diablo MMO and the fact that it's actually going to be Diablo. Cool, because every time I play a Diablo, I just immediately the first thing that crosses my mind is I could just be playing Diablo, and then I don't like the game. So that's cool. I'm excited but cautious. And then the second thing is the Suicide Squad game. Chris is into DC a lot. We both watched the trailer, one of the gameplay trailers. I think it looks okay. It looks like a fun little co-op experience. I don't know if I'd buy it immediately, but it looks fine. It
Looks like
fine.
the type of game I probably wouldn't play.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And Chris?
Yeah, I mean, like, the gameplay looks cool and all. I just think, I don't know. I'm one that always likes to pay attention to what the characters look like, and I don't know, something about. I think the one that stuck out to me the most was honestly Harley Quinn. I think she just kind of looks really cheap. Did you see the way she looked?
You mean
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I don't think.
crazy psycho clown? Doesn't look like a high class lady.
Yeah. She just. Not that she looks very, like, poorly made. I think they could have really went. I mean, the Injustice games look better than what this one does.
Fighting
That's
games have an odd, like I feel like fighting games art styles in general just always look like some of the most appealing things I have ever seen. Like I'll
Which,
look
yeah,
at
I can agree with that.
cover arts, characters designs, and everything, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, this game
Yeah.
looks freaking dope.
Looks cool. Too bad I hate fighting games because I'm bad at them. I think it's because it's kind of
He's
like
not
the.
bad at them.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm terrible.
You've kicked my ass on several
Yeah,
occasions.
but if I
Sounds
play
like a,
like
skill
any
issue.
people, like if I go to round one and sit down at like Street Fighter 2 and have someone pull up, I would literally get vaporized. I'm not good. I took an entire summer to learn the moveset of Scorpion in Injustice 1, and I learned every move, and then I went online and still got my ass absolutely handed to me every time. I didn't win
Oh, you
once.
need
I
more than
can't.
a summer. You probably need like a year.
Huh?
I feel like you need more than just a summer. You probably need like a year
So-
to figure it out.
I learned all of the moves. The problem is I couldn't, like, I had all of the moves on deck in my brain, but I couldn't properly like combine them.
Mm.
You know, so like I knew what to do, but I just didn't know the right recipes to make it work. So whatever.
Well, that's what YouTube is for.
So yeah, well, I didn't care that much. So yeah, Suicide Squad looks interesting, and the last thing I'll bring up is Judas. I didn't fully watch the trailer. I just looked at some screenshots, and it's made by the dude that spearheaded BioShock, and I mean it literally looks like BioShock.
Oh, that one. Okay.
It literally looks like BioShock, and I'm okay. That's fine. It's a great game. I'll happily take more of BioShock 1. Infinite wasn't my cup of tea, and 2 I haven't finished yet, unfortunately. I know people hate it because you play as a big daddy, but I don't know. That seems like a cool concept.
Yeah.
But 1 is Hall of Fame. I think it's actually one of the highest Metacritic rated games of all time, if I'm not mistaken. It deserves it. It's a really good game.
Yeah, so that one actually might be worth looking forward to.
Yeah, especially if it's by the same guy that worked on it.
Yeah.
So and came up with the concept. I think I'm excited. Otherwise, I don't really care about. Oh yeah, there was one thing I did want to briefly bring up. The Last of Us Part 1 is coming to PC, which is cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Great
cool.
game. Love Part 1.
Haven't
Didn't
played
care
it
about
yet,
Part
so
2.
would like to play it.
Perfect opportunity then. I just hope it comes with I know it's not going to, but I hope it comes with the multiplayer.
I mean, there
because
might be a
it's easily
chance.
one of the best
The
experiences I've
multiplayer
had in an online
looked really
game.
good for that game.
Oh, it was incredible. Anything else that you want to point out on this list? I guess just Death Stranding 2. That could be cool. Is there anything else that you wanted to point out?
Something I wanted to point out was
Yeah.
Armored Core 6. Armored Core
Oh
6.
yeah.
It's
Give me a
the
little-
it's the mech game from FromSoft, the people that do like Elden Ring and the Souls
Elden
games.
Ring, Dark Souls.
They've
Yeah.
had this series for a while, like 5 previous installments. But I like mechs, anime, and I want to play a good mech game. Because right now, I guess there's that Gundam game that's like Overwatch or whatever, but it looks like it would kind of get my mech gaming, but it doesn't really look like a
No,
mech
I won't.
game.
Trust me. No.
So
it
hopefully
won't.
this one can come in and be like a good mech game, good,
Good
single
contender.
player.
Yeah, there's no good mech games.
It is. I mean, the
Like, at
people
the
who
moment.
play mech games would probably tell you they were, but nothing.
I'm sure there are that exist, but like a new current one, I can't
Yeah,
think of a single
there's,
one.
there's not really anything, so I'm hoping that one comes out. Because I feel like with how well they've been taking down that Souls-like gameplay, if they could
Mhm.
find the right mesh of that with a mech gameplay, like however that would be done, like a Souls-like mech gameplay, sounds like it could be awesome. Especially because looking at like Elden Ring and stuff, like they look like they have down a really strong world building too. So I imagine the maps are gonna look awesome as well. So really hoping for a good mech game to come out of this.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic on that one and keep it in my sights. Yeah. Otherwise, that pretty much covers it for me. What about you?
Yeah, that's about all the big stuff I would want to bring up, I suppose.
Anything else for girlfriend?
My girlfriend doesn't play video games that often, so no.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think that just about does it. Don't buy Starbucks coffee. It's not good for you and it costs too much money. Nathan and I keep forgetting to do this. We got to sign up for ePal.
Oh yeah, I
We
forgot
really
about
do.
that, Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. That will happen, I assure you. I made a new video. That's fun, finally. Like an actual full-length video on my
Nice.
YouTube channel, Super Sealman 777. So go look at it, people. And there's the Twitter that someone's still need to follow. And by someone's, I mean anyone, please. Just a single person outside of our friend. That would be cool. Whole lot of PC. Otherwise, I don't have anything else. That just about does it. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for
And-
tuning in. Thanks for being here, Justin's
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Hi.
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 You want to say thank you?
Thanks for
Say
letting
thank-
me be here.
You want to say
and
thank you to the nice man?
Thanks.
Any
It's a nice man.
Yeah, to the nice man, Nathan.
any
Thanks, Nathan.
media
for being
or
my only shoe
charities
fan.
you wanna plug?
Yeah, any
in?
charities you need to shout out?
Always donate to St. Jude's.
Always donate to St. Jude's.
Whenever they ask, just do it. And don't do the who is it? The Salvation Army, because apparently they're homophobic.
But what if I'm homophobic?
Well, then donate.
All right, there you go. All right, that's it. Have a good one and Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate.